My husband dresses our children in ugly clothes just to spite me. Story, throwaway account. 32F, have 2 children, Theo, 2M, and Chloe, 0.8F, with my husband Todd, 30M. I loathe neon colors. Absolutely cannot. It's great if other people like it, but there is something about it for me that irks my soul. I refuse to wear it, and therefore refuse to dress my children in it. Todd knows this and has given me stuff in neon whenever he wants to do a joke. Whatever, it's his money that I'm donating to Goodwill or tossing into the trash. I've even told him explicitly that I will never love him enough to wear it for him, which he laughs off, but I'm only half joking. When Theo was born, I wasn't as far as I would have liked to have been in my career, but I got a promotion, and now that I have the money, I've been going a little overboard and dressing my kids up in cute outfits and taking pictures. Not to post on social media, but for baby books and stuff. I blame my mom and grandma for this. One day, while we were out as a family, we came across a clothing store and I saw a cute little dress for my daughter, so we went in to buy it. While there, on the clearance rack, there was this neon green one-piece that caught my husband's eye. He showed it to me and asked if this would fit Theo. I just stared at him and told Todd to look at our son and then look at what he was holding, and he accurately determined that it was too small, but then said it looked like it would fit Chloe perfectly. It does look it would, but I wasn't going to tell him. Todd asked if we could get it, and I gave a quick and firm no, but when he asked why, I simply said that I wasn't going to dress my daughter in that and told him to put it back. That's what triggered the "she's my daughter too" argument. I just walked away, paid for the clothes I wanted, and went to the car. My husband met us there and he bought the damn thing. I sighed and decided to relent, and Todd felt victorious. Fast forward to next week, and we're getting ready to go to a family outing. As I'm getting ready, Todd tells me that he would like Chloe to wear the neon green outfit, and I told him okay. About an hour later, we're at the door, and I ask him where's Chloe, and Todd looks at me confused. Since Todd told me he wanted her to wear the outfit, I assumed he'd be the one to dress her in it. But then he reminded me that I was the one who usually dressed the kids. I looked at him and told Todd that if I have to go back and get Chloe ready, I wasn't going to her in that outfit, and that he would also have to wash it to make sure it would never go missing. Todd got upset and told me that I was undermining his rights as a father. I told him that he clearly didn't care if our daughter wore that outfit because he was unwilling to dress her himself. This led to an argument, and we didn't go out. Since it wasn't my side of the family, I wasn't too angry, but it's been a few days, and Todd's still upset. Am I the a-hole? Edited to add, I was away, but now that I'm back and keep seeing the same questions/comments, I'll add some more info. At the store, Todd wanted me to pay for the neon outfit. Not us, just me. In the 2 years that we have been parents, Todd has only dressed Theo 5 times. Never dresses Chloe. Todd doesn't like neon, doesn't own anything neon, wouldn't stop him if he tried. If my kids grow up to like neon, they can wear neon, but they're gonna start doing their own laundry. I do the laundry for the kids, myself, and sometimes Todd. Todd never does anyone else's laundry. Response 1. This feels like the actual problem is way deeper than a onesie. The fact that he is trying so hard to buy and dress your children in clothing items that he knows aren't your preference, and the fact that you are so upset about him buying an item of clothing for the children that isn't to your tastes, indicates to me that there are some issues between the two of you that are a lot deeper. I don't know your lives, but the degree to which you are both making this into such a large argument makes me think you have bigger disagreements and frustrations with each other, and you've turned to other outlets like this one rather than addressing whatever else is going on. Reply 1. Sounds like the issue is the husband wants to dictate what happens, but doesn't want to do any of the work to make it happen. Sucks to be him, I guess. I'm sure he'll enjoy it when he only sees his kids on the weekend, if he feels like it. Reply 2. If it was a matter of the garment being uncomfortable or complicated to don and doff, I'd be with you on this. But I love to dress my kids in stuff that I know my partner likes, because I love both my child and my partner. Is the neon colors the hill to die on? I use them for outings where I can see the kids at a glance. Reply 3. So you dress your kids how you want, as did she. He wanted his kid dressed a certain way, but expected someone else to do the work of dressing them. He could have taken responsibility. He chose not to. Guessing that's what the actual problem here is. Him wanting things a certain way, but dumping all the work of making it that way on her. Reply 4. Yeah, the real issue here isn't whether neon is a hill to die on. OP already gave in fact, when husband bought the item, and when husband said he wanted the kid to wear it. The issue is that OP's husband assumed OP would do the work to make the thing he wanted happen. I would argue that the fact that OP usually dresses the children to the extent that it doesn't even occur to the husband to do it himself, when he has a specific preference, is a problem. It's a neon red flag. Reply 5. He's welcome to take the time and figure out what size the kids are, because clearly he has no idea, and then buy and dress them as he wants. Sounds to me like part of the issue is he doesn't do anything for them at all. He can't even tell if something would fit either child without asking his wife. That's not great. Response 2, ESH. You guys sound exhausting. The only people who don't suck is the poor kids you both decided to bring into this world. Reply 1, seriously. I agree. Everyone sucks here. Except for the kids, obviously. Your husband keeps getting things that he knows you hate, but you are also being so petty and exhausting about something that is not a big deal. What if your son stops liking cute outfits and wants t-shirts and basketball shorts? What if he likes those neon colors? I understand that both your kids are probably too young to choose now, but there is going to be a time when you can't choose. You both seem to have a bigger issue than the clothes. You are making a big deal of something really small. I also love cute outfits for my baby boy, 2 months. But if my husband loves something, let's say onesies related to his team sports, which I don't love, I don't mind him wearing that. Why would my opinion on our kids' outfits be more valuable than his? Reply 2. Exactly this. Everyone sucks here by the kids. He's clearly being a jerk buying stuff she hates and not dressing his kids, but her being that petty to say she would disappear the outfit or never use it is the kind of rhetoric abusers use to manipulate their partner. And they're both doing it to a point where they're punishing each other over neon clothes. Come TF on. Reply 3. It sounds like husband is feeling like he doesn't get much role in parenting or wants some personal attention from his wife not related to the kids, and going about the wrong way of getting it. Intimacy problems are pretty normal with 2 young kids, but he is not helping his case and is making it actively worse. So he's trying to goad his wife into spats about it, or he's obtuse and genuinely thinks it's funny, while also trying to establish that he gets a say in the kids too. OP sounds like she might have some control issues and that she's used to making unilateral decisions about the kids, which could be a chicken and the egg thing. Does she do it because husband didn't step up, or did husband step back because she didn't let him do things? So I'm honestly a bit worried about what happens when the kids start having preferences that don't match OP's. I'm also wondering what the standard for neon clothes is in this household, because I don't know of many stores that sell neon clothing anymore, especially for infants, and especially at such a high rate that this seems to be a common issue. And overall, this is way too petty of an issue to be spending this much energy on. Everyone sucks here. Reply 4, I'm very much here. It's about 60/40 in favor of OP being slightly less. She is the narrator though, so who knows? OP's husband needs to parent more. OP needs to not place people liking different colors somewhere between Hitler and Stalin for their war crimes rap sheet. They're both absurd. Response 3, EITA. From your focus on washing the clothes and dressing the kids, I predict that you have concerns about a disproportionate amount of childcare falling on you. That's likely legit, but I don't know for sure. Being given gag gifts is generally annoying, and he's pushing it, which has to feel crafty. However, it's on you to call those things by their names and either find ways to have those conversations with him or let him know you're going to figure out ways to work around him. That's all basic communication stuff. I also notice that you don't write about what your older kid wants to wear. Your youngest likely doesn't have much on the way of opinions outside of comfortable/not comfortable. But at 2, your oldest can start to have a say in the colors he likes. If he likes neon, you should get him some neon because that's not a battle you need to have with him. In a nutshell, you both seem tired and snippy with one another, so I advise you and him to find a way to deal. Reply 1, maybe this is splitting hairs, but I don't agree with saying it's on her to start this conversation when there's clearly an issue that's bothering both of them. They both have a responsibility to be honest about their feelings, and I improve their communication. Reply 2. I agree overall. I wrote it the way I did because OP is the one present for this particular advice, and he is not, so I can't really give him advice or direction. I feel like saying you both in terms of solutions is more stagnant because one party inherently has to begin the conversation and leads to more of a standoff since no one thinks they should be the one to start. Reply 3. But husband doesn't like Neon. He likes the fact that he's pushing his wife's buttons, which is a recipe for divorce. Reply 4. I honestly don't know what his real true-to-God feelings on Neon are. I agree with you, but ultimately someone has to start that conversation, and making it about the color neon isn't helping anyone. I still think OP is being a bit of an ass because she's playing into it and continually taking the bait, which is fine if it's just her and her husband. But there's 2 kids in the middle, so the issue over color needs to be set aside and real conversations need to be had. Reply 5. Yeah, OP went so far as to say that if she finds it in the wash, she's going to throw it out, so it has to be tracked at all times by husband. Response 4. You should both stop trying to express yourself through your children. They are individuals. Don't turn them into little dancing monkeys. Reply 1. They're babies. They can't talk or pick out outfits. OP and her husband are both acting completely insane, but all parents dress their babies up however they like. I don't think there's anything wrong with them expressing themselves through their babies' outfits as long as it doesn't lead to a ridiculous argument about neon clothing. Reply 2. The older one is 2. He is probably talking and can at least express first preferences in outfits, like which colors he likes, if given small choices. For example, he could choose between t-shirt 1, red, or t-shirt 2, blue, even if he maybe wouldn't be able to say what the colors are called. Reply 3. OP might be doing that with her kid. She just doesn't take him shopping. So like pretty much all kids, he's choosing between outfits that his parents like and picked out. The only problem is that his parents are insane. Reply 4. I mean, yeah, that's true about Theo, but Chloe is 8, 10 months old. There isn't much of a preference she can express except I want to be comfy. Response 5. ESH. You guys are both being really petty and immature. Sounds like you deserve each other, but I feel bad for the kids. Response 6. This seems like a larger issue. Not the a-hole for not dressing your daughter in this exact scenario, but giving him the freedom to it himself. But you two need to do some serious reflecting. Not just work on communication, but actually address some of the underlying issues. This reeks of resentment, man. You're both escalating a non-issue that wouldn't be a problem if you weren't already upset about something else. Reply 1. This, not the a-hole, because she expects the husband to do his part on the rare times he wants the kids to wear something he wants them to. But some definite everyone sucks here vibes here. Response 7. NTA. If he wants her to wear it, he can put in the work. If he's not willing to put in the work, he doesn't get a say. It's really that simple. Why it is so hard for him to dress his own kid if he wants to choose her clothes. Reply 1. Yeah. He relies on her to do all the work. He wants the kid wearing neon green. She said whatever, but he needs to do the work. She's got a husband problem. Also, it felt very passive-aggressive. He did this because he knows she hates neon. He wanted to piss her off and now he's pouty. Reply 2. Yep. Dude who does no parenting thinks she needs to respect his rights as a father. While when they go on a family outing, she is expected to get 3 people ready while he just deals with himself. Reply 3. Exactly. If he's really that dedicated to it, then he has to get her dressed. Buying clothes for your child in a style your partner explicitly hates, expecting her to dress the child, and whining so hard that your family ends up not going out is not a good look. There's definitely a smack of, but wrangling the kids is the mom's job that makes it even worse. He just expected her to do it. It wasn't even a question in his mind. And then he was shocked Pikachu.jpg when she didn't. That's bonkers. I see people saying ESH, but I mean, OP didn't even say no. She didn't put her foot down and say, no neon ever. They still could have gone out with the child in neon if the husband had gone up and gotten her ready. But instead, he threw a weird tantrum. Could she have gone up and done it? Sure, but that's really not on her this time around. Husband wanted a thing. Wife didn't want the thing, has never wanted the thing, but doesn't stop him from doing it. Husband gets mad she doesn't make it happen for him. That's what makes it not the a-hole to me. Gross. Reply 4. Op didn't even say no. She didn't put her foot down and say no neon ever. They still could have gone out with the child in neon if the husband had gone up and gotten her ready. But instead he threw a weird tantrum. Could she have gone up and done it? Sure, but that's really not on her this time around. Husband wanted a thing. Wife didn't want the thing, has never wanted the thing, but doesn't stop him from doing it. Husband gets mad she doesn't make it happen for him. This exactly, but somehow it's her fault she didn't do all the work for him to have his way. Reply 5. Yes, I hope this is the top answer when it gets out of contest mode. He doesn't get to say, wife dear, go change our daughter out of the outfit she is in right now and change her to the one of my preference. If he wanted her to wear something different, then he could have changed the outfit. Response 8. H. Y'all both are annoying as hell. Neon hurts your soul? Come the hell on. Something else is going on here and none of it's good. Best of luck to those littles. They'll need it. Reply 1. I mean, it hurts my eyes to look at neon colors too, but it has its uses. But dad refusing to dress his kids is freaking weak sauce. Both parents are fully capable of getting kids ready after showers. If he really wanted that outfit, he can dress the kid himself. Response 9. YTA. Neon colors are perfect for toddlers because you can easily spot them. And it's also good for them because kids love colors. Let them choose what they like and suck it up. Don't be a sad beige mom. They need color. Keep your all-white valid preferences for your room. Reply 1. I would bet all my money on her being a beige mom. The kind who buys her kids rainbow stacking toys and neutral beige/earth tone palettes. Stuff for kids is meant to be tacky and garish. Kids love tacky and garish colors and designs. It's so much more fun and engaging for babies to be seeing a world full of bright color, rather than dull, washed-out nonsense. Reply 2. We always give our 2-year-old 2 options for shirt and pants to pick from, and he always picks the brightest. Reply 3. Right? Like, man, it sounds like it's a good thing that she probably didn't grow up in the 80s. She never would have survived. I had clashing neon everything as a kid. Reply 4. Then the dad can step up and start dressing his kids how he wants. The 2-year-old can have opinions, but they aren't exactly known for caring about comfort and practicality. The one in question seems to be a literal baby. The vast majority of parents dress their babies how they want until the kid says otherwise. So in this case, dad can take some initiative in the childcare department. Reply 5. There's a huge range of colors between neon and beige. She could very well be picking saturated, even bright colors for her kids, and just not like neon specifically. There's really no reason to assume she's depriving her kids of any and all color just because she doesn't like neon. And the kids didn't pick the neon, the dad did, and he did it specifically to mess with her, and she was fine with the kids wearing it. She didn't fight that. She just wasn't going to be the one dressing them in it and didn't want to buy it in the first place. Response 10. There's no need to be so incredibly condescending. No, that won't work. It's much too small. Would have been just fine. Why can't your daughter wear neon? Why do you police what your children wear so intensely? Do you send back presents you don't like? Reply 1. When your husband asks the same question over and over and over, you start to get frustrated and less polite. He can remember a football game he went to with his dad 20 years ago, but not his child's size and clothing. Reply 2. Hey, since I can reply to you directly here, are you going to respect your kids' autonomy if they get older and decide they like neon clothes themselves? Also, I define respecting their autonomy not just as begrudgingly allowing it, but also you won't be making comments and groaning at them over those choices. Reply 3. I mean, yeah. She literally said she donates all of the neon stuff he gives her. Frankly, if my husband couldn't tell the difference between what would fit a toddler and a baby, I don't think I'd be super nice about it either. Response 11. No judgment. You're the a-hole, but you have got to get that stick out from your hind end about neon colors. What is going to happen when your kids are old enough to dress themselves and want to get neon clothes? Are you going to be an overbearing mother then too? And you need to realize that the more you push against the neon colors, your husband, and probably kids, will push back. My aunt hated everything neon back in the 90s. All of us kids went out of our way to wear neon colors and gift her neon-colored stuff too. It was the big family joke. But never did she ever refuse to associate with us or tell us to change. Because she acknowledged that while it wasn't her cup of tea, her love for us was greater than her dislike of the colors. That is what you need to figure out. Response 12. ESH. You both suck at communicating and compromise. Your kids are growing up in an environment where you're both actively undermining the other and putting the kids in the middle. Both of you need to grow up before you cause actual problems for your kids. Response 13. Info. Does your husband genuinely like neon colors, or does he do this because he thinks it's entertaining to rile you up? Response 14. Info. Is there something else going on with your marriage? There seems to be something bigger that's manifesting with the neon. Response 15. This whole post is cringe. Especially the, if my kids want to wear neon, they can, but have to do their own laundry. I don't know what the deeper issue here, but there seems like a lot. Response 16. YTA, get over your holier-than-thou attitude and realize your kids have two parents, not just one. So you don't like neon colors? Great. Other people do. Live with it. It's a freaking color choice, not anything drastic. Your attitude shows you as a my way or the highway type of person. Grow up. Get over yourself. Let others express themselves as they will, even if it means neon colors. Todd is upset because you don't respect him, and now he is being petty, as it seems it is the only way you're even willing to acknowledge him even a little. Reply 1. They do indeed have two parents, and both parents are capable of dressing their children. The parent that handles the chore gets to choose the clothes. It's that simple. If he wanted her to wear the stupid neon outfit, he should have dressed her instead of leaving all the work to his wife while he dicked around. Reply 2. If husband wanted daughter to wear the outfit, he should have dressed her. He knows OP doesn't like the color, so if she has to dress their daughter, why does she have to put her in something she doesn't like? She relented and said the daughter can wear neon, but husband has to dress her. Suddenly, he doesn't want to dress her and wants to make the wife do it. At that point, husband is being an AH. He never mentions liking the colors himself, but seems to like the rise it gets out of OP because she doesn't like the colors. She's been quite clear with her dislike for the color, and he buys it for her knowing she thinks it's a joke because she has explicitly told him she doesn't like the color. You're allowed to not like something and not be associated with it. If husband wants the kids to start wearing certain things, he should get them ready just like OP gets them ready in what she wants them to wear. All husband had to do was change their daughter and he got pissy because she usually does it. Reply 3. She said the child could wear it. Why is this dude upset that for once he has to dress his own child? Reply 4. He's right that he is her parent. Then parent your daughter, like getting her dressed, washing her clothes, feeding her, changing her diaper, that silly man. I don't think even knows what parenting means, and I feel it's a very bullcrap reason if a child is younger than a year or two. It should be purely on the mother. My husband and I have different styles when my kids were younger. I would dress them in the aesthetic that I liked, and he would as well, mostly death metal band t-shirts. It didn't necessarily bother me, but the general agreement was if you got the kid up that day, you had the right to put her in whatever clothing you want. I think there were only a handful of times where he would ask what I would prefer. Examples would be family outings that we knew a lot of pictures would be taken, or an outdoor activity that required specialty clothes. Response 17, NTA. He's a grown man who is capable of dressing a child. If he wanted her in the outfit, he should have put it on her. Response 18, NTA, but you need to set aside the neon yogurt for a second. You already decided that wasn't a hill to die on. Good. The real issue here is that your husband assumed you would make his desire happen simply because he expressed it, and it didn't even occur to him to dress his own child. Forget the neon. It's a MacGuffin. Look at how much parenting work you're doing and he's doing. How much is he doing the fun parts and leaving the actual work to you? If it's uneven, is he making up the difference in other ways? And are you okay with how his math is turning out? Response 19, NTA. I thought, you're the a-hole, until I realized he wouldn't even dress his child himself. Your husband is acting weird as hell. Reply 1. She says she'll refuse to do the laundry for that both of cloth and will throw it out if she comes across it, even if the husband does dress her so. Response 20. YTA. Why do you hate your husband? This is so ridiculously petty. Signed as someone who hates neon colors. If the person I love picked an outfit with it for our children, I would be fine dressing them because it's children both of you made, and again, the outfit will not kill you. The fact that you'll go out of your way to sabotage the established chore system. If your child's father, and this person you claim to love, has any say over their clothing is ridiculous and petty. The world won't end if you stop micromanaging your kids' clothing. No one cares how the kids are dressed as long as they're covered in a sensible and comfortable fabric.